Hello, welcome back everyone. I hope you're all keeping well. For those who are new around here, my name is Monkey and welcome in. First of all, I just want to apologise if the audio sounds a bit weird. I haven't managed to get all the soundproofing up yet in the office because I've just had it all painted, as you're probably aware of the last episode when I said that I've got a decorator coming over. So I do apologise about that. So a little recap of last episode was a classic monkey adventure trying to tame a Doedicurus and a mammoth. We nearly died to the elements and almost got a tame killed. But we got them, so happy days. This episode, however, we are going to build our first proper house to start getting a footing on this map and to basically get the ball rolling to get everything sorted for future progress on this map. So let's head over to where we're going to be building and let's start our first ever proper house on this map. Actually, just quickly, little bit of a recap or a bit of housekeeping on where we are with our days without accidents and itchy kills. As you can see, days without accidents was currently on 7. We're now down in 4 because we are currently on day 23. Yep. So we are now on days without accidents with 4, and itchy kills is now on 37 as we got 12 off camera. So again, let's head over to where we're going to be building and I'll meet you there. Nope. Down you go. Okay, right, so really. So this is where we're going to be building for today. We're going to be sort of building over the back here, sort of out the way, just for our main house. And basically then our mega base is going to be here on the lake or the mass body of water. We're going to be sort of having it so it's facing predominantly towards these monkeys, watching over our lake town, and sort of being our god and sort of our protectors, so to speak. Hopefully it'll bring us some luck. You know what I say, monkey luck and all that. But yes, we're going to be starting to build over here. I'm just going to bring up the build, or the sort of my idea for my build, which is going to be coming up on the screen now. So I hope you like that. Well, we're not going to be doing it as modern, sort of with a lot of glass, because as you can see on the right hand side, just here, I'll bring it back up again. Yeah, it's got sort of like a glass sort of house or partition on it. Very slick, I know. But yeah, we're not going to be sort of doing that glass partition. We're going to be sort of doing it more in wood and keeping it more sort of rustic. Even though it does look rustic as it stands, but I don't really want that glass partition because we're not going to be using a lot of glass in this giga base here, and I want it to sort of all tie in. You know what I mean? Because the bits and pieces that we can't have, because this is going to be sort of just a build, so to speak, and then we're going to be sort of having breeding. Oh crap! Hello, let me just go deal with that. I'll be back in a second. Oh yes, so before we're rudely interrupted, we're going to have to build it. Put it back in again. Yes, before we're rudely interrupted, we are going to be having the breeding over here out the way. And then that way, if we're doing the bigger dinos, we don't have to worry about sort of getting off the lake base and over sort of on the side here or whatever we're going to be doing with them. And yes, that's pretty much the plan of action. We could probably do something in the center, in fact. I'm not entirely sure. We could probably cryopod them and get them out that way. But I'm... now I'm second guessing myself. Let me know. If you want to do it like the cryopod way, or if you want to have it out of the way, let me know. It's entirely your call. We're also going to have different houses sort of dotted around here in different sort of styles. Not as in sort of like theme wise, but sort of like how they look style. So yeah, we don't want to sort of have them all looking the same. We want to have them sort of slightly different. That way it's injected a little bit more life into the build. And that's pretty much in a nutshell. So let's get the dinos over here and let's start building our first proper house. So let's go. Okay, right, welcome back. I've just been working off camera to get this sort of the base floor to our house and trying to sort of work out how big we're going to need everything. Now, if you're wondering yourself, I've had sort of like take an inspirational photo and basically bring it into a in-game situation. The way that I kind of do it, my little trick, is basically I look at the sections of the house. So say, for example, a door's a section, a window's a section, and that's going to kind of dictate your tiles of how wide things are going to be or how much depth there's going to be. So by looking at that, that's how I kind of dictate how to sort of work out the square footing I need for a particular build. So with this, we can see that on the front or on the right hand side, this is kind of what I'm using as my main measurement, is basically those 4 square glass windows. So I know that it's pretty much going to be 4 tiles across. And then I can see sort of if I zoom in, I'll try and zoom in for you guys as well. We've got 4 windows sort of on the inside, and that sort of, oh, hold on, let's deal with that. Yeah, zooming in on this picture, we can see that basically we've got those 4 windows on the inside, and that's going to dictate our depth as 4 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles, and we've got another 4x4 section. Then if we look at the front, we can see that there's a little overhang that protrudes away from the house. So we're then going to be using that as another tile. So we've got this little marked out section here of an extra tile just for the front overhang. And then if we come to the left hand side, we can see that we've got this little shack that's got a window, a door and a window. Now I would have preferred to have had this as a 3 tiles section, but unfortunately, because we've not got quarter sloped roofs, we cannot use it. We can't build in odd, sorry. So with this, we are going to build it in odd numbers, even numbers. We're going to have basically the quarter walls on either side, and then be able to push the windows in and the doors in and try and make it a little bit more center. That way it's a little bit more pleasing to the eye. I'm probably going to go up half a wall as well, and basically that could add a bit more height to it, because trying to keep this kind of low and small, we're going to have to use quite a few little tricks with the quarter ceilings to try and sort of keep that down. And basically, yeah. So I think that's pretty much it that I want to sort of talk about. Oh, I'm dehydrated. So let's continue with the build. Let's roll the music. Let's get some walls up, and let's try and get as much of this crumbed up as possible, because we're starting to run out of time. It's been taking me quite a few takes to try and get this done, and trying to talk about sort of how I sort of incorporate a inspirational inspirational picture and bring it into in-game. So let's get some work done, and let's try and cross off as much as possible, shall we? Okay, right, because I'm an absolute idiot and I didn't turn my microphone back on for this section. Currently in the midway of the build now, and I was basically saying that you've got to sort of take a step back and have a look to see where things are going right or where they're going wrong. Because you can just keep on building and building, and you'll sort of come to a stage where you'll look back and you'll be like, okay, that section doesn't look right, because further down I was actually saying on the right hand side we're going to need to basically extend the roof, sort of the roof up a little bit, due to the fact it was sort of too far down and it wasn't sort of running through the correct area. So you'll see at the end of the video that basically, yeah, we raised the roof up and now it looks pretty decent. So yeah, thumbs up on that. Also, I was saying about the left side of the building, sort of how we managed to get that in good size proportions, and also the middle is sort of coming along nicely as well. That's pretty much it though. So I do apologise that this clip is basically a voiceover of me talking, but yeah. Always take a step back, like I said, to just basically just have a look to see where you're going right and where you're going wrong. And yeah, apart from that, let's go back to the build and cue the music again. Okay, right, so we're back in now, and we've got the main core build up and running, which is absolutely awesome, and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm really liking this so far. It's coming along really nicely. Most of the edging work has been done. I just need to add in some custom finish off these custom windows, and I'm going to add custom windows in here as well. Just add a little bit more light into the place. That's what sort of like these doorways are for. We're going to put railings in there, and they sort of look like a little bit better windows compared to the ones that come in the bait light sort of as is. I find them to be a little bit small. I think they could have been doing with being a little bit bigger and a little bit more sort of window shaped. So, or even have a few variants of windows that would have been nice. But we do have a mod for the windows, but we need an ASR bench. I need to check them just to see if it's actually like a shutter window or if it's sort of like a glass window. Because if it's a glass window, we won't be using them in this. We'll just stick with the custom windows. Now, this bit here on the right hand side, I really am happy that we raised it up by half, because it's basically lifted the roof to the correct area, where it's running slightly just below the main building, which is really nice. And then also here as well, we've got this square. We can add in a nice diamond custom window, which is awesome. I basically just get these triangles, split them upside down so they're sort of the right angles in the corner, and then sort of add some railings, and it looks absolutely awesome. If you've not seen them already, you can always check out my how to build videos. I use them quite a lot in there, and I think they look absolutely amazing. What else? So this main building here, we obviously need to add some rails on the outside just to sort of get that overhang sort of balcony feeling. And then inside here, we've just added stairs to get up to the top area, which is looking all right at the moment. We need to add probably a couple of windows to the back just to let a little bit more light in. For the time being, in fact, let's go out here. It's looking okay. Obviously, we need to paint it all up as well, because it always looks better with paint. And I've got to say, why are these gone like this? They always used to join, but now they're not. It's really weird, but never mind. Yeah, that's pretty much it what we've got going on with the build now. But yeah, I did miss out this, just quickly. We've added this sort of patioed area. I need to play about with it a little bit more, because I might basically bring this over at sort of the square tiles, bring them over, and then sort of bring it further up and sort of round it off at this edge here. That way it sort of is a bit more in proportion with the rest of the build. So yeah, unfortunately I've got to end the episode here because I've underestimated how long this would take to build. It's took quite a long while, especially not using creative mode, to be able to fly around and be able to put things where I want them to be. And yeah, it definitely took a little bit longer going up and down. So yeah, I think on that note, I think it's probably wise to end the episode. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.